Hello, hello. Welcome to. Oops, move this around a bit. There we go. Better angle. Hi, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming and joining me. Welcome to the Perry 10K Share-a-thon, a daily dip in the conscious awakening inspiration movement of Perry 10, of Periscope and Perry 10K. Thanks for coming in. My name is Barry Selby. I'm the host, as you can see at the top of the list. This is round one of a two-round, 2-hour journey into the wonderful realm of books and authors, and in particular, each one of us, and there's 5 in the first round, and I think 6 in the second round, who are going to give you one author you must know about. So you're going to get incredible value today. So please make sure you come on in. I'm holding it up so you can see the screen. And make sure you do, in fact, and I'll tell you in a moment, tap on the guy in the corner, and you share this on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it with your followers, share it everywhere. And if you're not following me already, make sure you are doing so. And I'll tell you what's going on. So right here, as you can see on the screen, first of all, this is Perry 10K. That's that top word on the left. And right next to it is the link to sign up and find out more about our group, perry10k.com/join. Beneath that is what we're doing today, which is a share-a-thon. And this is round one, which is from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific time, which is 4 to 5 p.m. East Coast time, and from 9 to 10 p.m. UK time. And right below that you can see the title, which is The One Author You Must Know About. And I'll get to that in a moment. So that's going to be, in fact, in about 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Excuse me, I've been coughing a lot today, so I didn't even do my own scope today because my throat's been croaky. So my pleasure to have you guys all here too. Also, below that you see the list of people coming up. Myself is first. I'm kicking it off, Barry Selby. Followed by Nkechi, followed by Carolina, my dear buddy and accountability partner here in Perry 10K, followed by Shelley, and also Janice rounding it up, and she'll be handing it over to the second round, which happens in an hour. All right, so let you know information. So I think it should keep you going. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you just bring you back. Okay, so let me put you back on the tripod now, so I can be hands-free and stable. There we go. Hi, welcome. All right. So welcome to props. I'm doing props this. I'm going to do physical book actually. So hi and welcome. It is. I've got a minute to start before I start. So new hair, not me. This is the hair I've always had. Well, what's left of it. All right. Thanks for joining me. My name is Barry Selby. I'm a proud member of the Perry 10K group, and a big promoter for it too. And I am a relationship expert known as the Love Doctor, and that's one reason you'll hear about the book I'm going to talk about in a moment. I'm also a #1 best-selling author, so just so you know, I won't be talking about my book, which is tempting to say. The one author you should be reading is me, but I'm not going to do that here. You can find out about that on my regular scopes. I'm going to talk about one of the books that I mentioned in my book. So this is a double author promotion, as it were, and I'll get to that in a second. Yes, so read Barry Selby. There you go. I love it. So thanks for joining me. And again, if you're here for the first time, please first of all make sure you tap on the little guy in the corner, bring up a little profile, and then there's my name. Make sure you tap on that and say follow me, because I'm looking to teach everybody good stuff about love and relationships. Also, whilst you're there, make sure you do share this on Twitter, on Facebook, and share it with your followers on Periscope, because this is going to be the beginning of a massive, awesome 2-hour period. We're going to learn some great stuff from great teachers and great speakers. Hi, Jeanette, another author. That's Jeanette over there, who's an author, another author. So please share this and promote it and put it out to everybody else. So it's awesome. Right, 1 o'clock, time to get started. I didn't know which one to choose because I have some major authors I love. And just so you know a little bit about me before I start, I'm a big science fiction nut, and I've read about 600-700 science fiction books over the years. So I could go there, but I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to speak in the area that I work in. And in my book, which I mentioned before, 50 Ways to Love Your Lover by Barry Selby, a great book. Thank you for promoting it. I appreciate that, Carolina. I mentioned 6 other authors, and one in particular I'm very passionate about because his book changed my life. And I've had some books change my life before, but this one in particular did. And this book is for men and for women. So I'm going to do a little drum roll, but it's basically so you know about this book, and I'm not sure it's going to show up on the screen, but I'll explain it in a moment. One of my favorite teachers who I studied in environments with, yes, Cindy, you love me because I'm a science fiction author. Absolutely. Doctor Who, one of my favorites. Amongst other things like Star Trek, Star Wars. Anyway, that's a whole other conversation, not for this scope. Keep me on track. All right. So, This author is one I've studied with. He's actually a teacher, speaker, coach, and a very wild and crazy guy. And the guy's name is David Data. And the book I'm going to talk about is called this one, which is The Way of the Superior Man. Now, before you wonder, superior man, was that being bossy? No, it's not. So I'll get to what it means in a second. This book is written for men, but it's also for women, and I'll explain why in a second as well. This man, David Data, D-E-I-D-A, is, you can find stuff on YouTube. He's been around for a long time, 20 years doing this work and teaching. He's based out of upstate New York. Chapter 7 of this book changed my life. So I'll get to that in a second, just to tease ahead. But his work is for men and women, singles and couples who want to have amazing relationships. And his work is what worked me to my work. So I'm very passionate about who this is. Yeah, I'm a teaser. And it's funny, actually, I'm realizing that I realized I was thinking about the one book, but actually the one author. He's got about 10, 12 books out, including much of them. This book in particular is my favorite. And I want to recommend to all of my clients and my friends after my own book, of course. Chapter 7 in this book is a game changer for me. Because up until I read his book, I did 3 relationships in a row particularly, and I messed them up completely because I didn't know this piece. Sounds deep, doesn't it? But it's very simple for men. And again, this book is written for waking men up to the truth of who they can be in their masculine mastery, who they really can be. For women, if you're single, get this book so you know what sort of man you really want to be with. Okay, you want me just to, all right, fine, I'll tell you. Chapter 7 is, I can quote it up here. A man's purpose comes before his relationship. Silence. The reason why I'm so passionate about this piece is because for many of us in life, no, what do you know? The thing is for men, we are really good at doing one thing at a time really well. Give us 17 things to do at once, we'll mess them all up. That's the way masculine men are. Women are able to do more than one thing at once. It's one of the gifts they have. And for women, relationship and purpose can happen side by side. But for men, in particular, it's important that we get really clear about why we're on the planet. What's our why, our mission, our reason for being? Which can happen, it can be our relationship. But you've got to be true to our heart's calling, why we're here. And if you have that clear and you're moving towards that, then, and only then, can a relationship really work. And I've proven how it doesn't do that quite effectively. So that's just telling you. So for me, that chapter was pivotal. For men, we can multitask a little bit, especially when we're feminine, because, let me clarify a couple of things. I'm moving to the teaching part, but I will still get back to the author, because he taught me this. We all carry masculine and feminine energies in both of us. Yes, absolutely, you get it for your boyfriend. I recommend highly to most women to read and to give it to their guys and read and to check it out. Now, a couple of things. This book, it has about 30-something chapters, 49 chapters. They're all very short, because men have short attention spans. I'm being sarcastic, but it's true. Hey, my book has 50 chapters. I want more than it. It wasn't intentional, it's the way it worked out. But the thing about this book is it's written for men because we like to get to the point, get the answers, and get done. So the book's written for men beautifully that way. But it'll help women understand how men operate, work, function at their best. Because really what we're saying is the way to be your best man, your best self. You know, it's superior. It's superior above the macho, my way, the highway, balls-driven guy. You want to be the guy who's driven by his purpose, his mission, his heart. And this book is for that. So a couple other, some chapters. It's fast read. It's a fast read. Each chapter you can read probably in about 10 minutes. It is a fast read, and it's worth reading each chapter one a day. It'll change your life in 2 months. So I recommend it highly. Other books he's written, so I can just drop those in your lap too. One book he's written is called Blue Truth, which is a book on spiritual principles, which is a really good book. He's got a lot of books about sexual polarity and sexual connection, which I recommend highly as well. Yes, so by the way, just a reminder, plug again, if you're here for the first time or you haven't done this before, please tap the little guy in the corner and make sure you're sharing this on Facebook, share it on Twitter, and share your followers on Twitter, and also share it on Periscope. And make sure you tap on the screen for hearts. I welcome that as well. And if you're not already following me, make sure you follow me too, because I talk about this stuff all the time. So thank you for that. Thank you for sharing. And I've got, I think, 4 minutes left, I believe. Just checking my computer clock. Other books he has. There's a book he wrote for women called Dear Lover, which is really a love letter to women. And just to be totally transparent, I actually read chapters from the book to my ex-girlfriend. She really liked it. So just saying. So this book is The Way, whoops, there we go, The Way of a Superior Man. It's been out probably 15 years. It's a great book. I recommend it highly. But as an author, David Data, and frankly, he's much more than just an author. He's a teacher. He does retreats on the west coast of the United States. He does retreats in upstate New York, where he's based, but also he does stuff in Europe. He's done some things, I think, in London as well. So he is an international traveler, and he's done this for 20 plus years. Really good teacher. So I recommend it highly. There's also chapters in there, such as, just some chapters I remember off the top of my head. One is, as a man, you must come out from your father's shadow. Because we, as men, unconsciously, because I didn't realize this myself until I read this, don't want to really overshadow our father's success or whatever he's done, because somehow we feel that we've broken his trust. It's a powerful wake-up call for men to realize that we need to step into our own magnificence, our own strength, our own success, beyond what our father has done. In fact, the funny thing is, more than likely, he'll be happy for us, for most families. So one thing. Third one I remember from this book is, ladies, you might get this one. For a man, never expect to understand your woman. Which is so true. Because you and us are so different, men and women are so different. So it's a vital piece of the work. So I've been to his seminars, retreats a few times, and it's changed my life. Major teacher, great author, great book. I've got a dozen other authors I could talk about. This is the one I want to speak about today. But I love what he's talking about because it's really on point and very functional, very usable, and very provocative too. So ladies, if you're single looking for a man, get this book for yourself. If you're in a couple, I'd read it between the two of you and be willing to grow with it. Don't look at the book. Oh yeah, by the way, don't use this book as a cudgel over your husband, ladies, to say you should be this, you should be this. Show him this is an opportunity for him to grow. Because if you want your relationship to thrive, this will help him. It will help your man perhaps remember what he forgot, to step into his truth, to step into his magnificence, and to become the man you always wished he would be. So you can have a great partnership, a great relationship. So that's my plug for this book. Recommend it highly. And again, I've always recommended this book with separate, additionally to, and as well as my own book. So big promotion for this book, but I recommend it highly. Him as an author is good too, but this book in particular is extremely, extremely usable. So that's it. All right, I've got like a minute left, I think. So, is that Kitchi? There she is, right there. She just put up her emojis. If actually, she's probably delayed on your end. You probably got it before I did. Make sure you're following her because she's going to be up next, and let me know when she goes live. Stay on track, stay tuned in, stay in this flow. There's a lot more coming, and some great books have been coming down the scope to you, and a lot of great authors. So stay online, stay here, stay with us. We'll be sharing, teaching, and promoting this stuff to you guys. Awesomeness. So, Kitchi, if you're going to go set up now, because it's time for you to get going, and I'll keep the folks happy for a moment until they start showing up. All right? So, any questions, any thoughts before I go there? Go to set up. Yeah, go ahead. Any other thoughts, questions whilst I'm here on David Data's work? Yes, no? Yes? Thanks for the hearts, by the way. Thanks for the love. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for promoting this. I love that. When I read this book, I first read this book in 2007. That's when I first, no, 2008, excuse me. I read his book in 2007. I went to his trainings in 2008. So it's been 7-8 years. And still love his work. Still passionate about this work. So, chapter 7. A man's purpose comes before his relationship. Oh, I had been doing relationship backwards. In that sense, I would fall in love and then wonder why I wasn't on track, focus where I want to go. Ladies, if you're the man who doesn't have direction and clarity, how does that feel? I'm thinking this. When a man knows what it's about, why he's here and with direction, it's sexier, more attractive. It's what ladies want. So guys, here's a hint. Get clear about why you're here first. Then you'll attract what you really want. That was a big teaching that's dropped in your lap, by the way, because that's not for the faint of heart, by the way. It's a big piece of the work. So that's why I love this book. It was such a simple teaching, but pivotal, life-changing, huge wake-up call that was a, oh my God, type of feeling when I read it. Changed my life. So that's it. So I think we're waiting now for Kitchi to go live. So anybody lets me know when she's ready, and we'll jump over to her scope in a second or two. Any questions? Any other questions whilst I'm here? I see people are dropping off slowly, but I just want to keep you guys happy whilst you're here. She's live. Okay, great. Thank you, Carolina. Appreciate that. I'll see you on in. You'll be after her. Thanks for watching the scope. Stay tuned. Perry 10K. If you don't know about it, by the way, quickly. That's where you can go to find out more about it. That's the hashtag. Perry10k.com/join. That's where you can find out more about us. All right, let's go watch Ken Kitchie, because she'll be starting up, and see what she's going to talk about as the author to watch. See you later. Bye.